Hey guys, okay, I am live. I made it. I am super excited to show you my palette tonight. I just finally got done putting this together, and I've kind of been asked a lot, like, what are my most recommended products? What are the ones that I love? Like, if I could only have so many, which ones would you think that I should have? Just lots of questions like that. So I do have a double-decker palette, like one that's like purse size or whatever. Christina, thanks. Hi, Caitlin. Hey, Sarah. Christina, I'm so excited. First time watcher. Thank you guys for tuning in. I seriously look forward to these lives. They're so much fun for me. So thank you so much for watching. Anyway, I have this one I'll show you right here. This is my regular like double-decker. It's a mini double-decker palette. It's kind of a mess right now, but I love this one. It fits everything that I need, but I wanted to just kind of have everything that I wanted, and I wanted it all on one layer for my bathroom counter. And I love that it has the mirror right here too. So this is my bathroom counter palette, and I wanted to just kind of go over some of the things that I have in it, and then also just do my makeup and show you guys. I wanted to really mostly focus on eyes tonight, and just a really fun eye look that I love to do. So in my palette here, I have two highlight shades, and one of them, I'm already blushing. So one of them is a little bit darker, a little bit deeper. And if you look at my skin, you can tell. So I am a makeup artist, but I'm also a makeup colorist expert. So I do a lot of color matching and like what and why and how and all that kind of stuff. And this color is great for me because, as you can see, I kind of have a lot of neutral undertones. I have a lot of that kind of light green. I know I'm getting red right now because I'm flushed, but this just does such a good job of disguising that color. And I love that it's not too pink, and I love that it's creams. So I'm just throwing this all over with the small end of this dual-ended brush here. This is the B squared brush. And then I'm going to pick out some colors. A lot of you guys ask for neutrals and just colors that would look good on anyone. And that's usually what you're going to get with a neutral color. It's going to look really good on anyone. So that's kind of what I wanted to do tonight, was some really fun neutrals. Hey, when you jump on, make sure you say hi. I love to say hi and see where people are tuning in from, so I can say hi back. And then ask me any questions that you have. And if you want a color match for your eyeshadows, like, hey, what would look best on me? I have blue eyes, I have brown eyes, whatever it is, send me a picture, or there's a link above you can use. Oh, you guys. Oh, from everywhere. Nicole. Okay. I'm like, that's Minnesota, right? Sorry. Big blank moment. Okay, so that's disguising any of that. Like, it's just kind of bringing my face to a nice beige. But you can also see that I'm like really buffing the color in, and I'm just swirling it, and it's giving me some really nice coverage. No, that's Minnesota. MN is Minnesota. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm feeling extra dumb tonight, but. And then Fort Worth in California, Houston. Oh, you guys, it's raining in Houston too. Oh, it's raining here. Okay, so, and I bet it's raining in Seattle. And I'm headed to Washington this weekend. So today is my Thursday. Tomorrow is my Friday. Okay, so you can see it did a really great job of bringing me to a more neutral tone, but now I really want to brighten that up so that it matches my neck, and I'm going to warm up my neck also. So that's why I have this second color in this palette. Right here, you can see it's a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter. And I'm gonna just tap this right over the top. And I'm gonna do it, I always love to do it side to side so you can see. And I'm just brightening up mostly the triangle of light. And look at how much more lifted this side of my face looks. Now, most people have like one color on your, oh, so this one was Aura and this one is Moonlit. Both really neutral colors. Really great for disguising redness. Anyway, so most people's faces are a different color than their neck, either way. And so a really great thing to use to kind of balance that out is going to be some bronzer. So this is another must-have. These are both of my bronzers here. This is a cream bronzer. This is called Bella. And this one is called Cayman. And it is a powder. But I'm going to go over right now with the cream bronzer. And I'm going to balance out my neck and my face so they're actually cohesive, because that's like a huge pet peeve for me, is having my neck and face be different colors. Of course, you can't help that. Hi, Shonda. Can't help the redness on my chest right now. My anxiety redness, or my stage fright redness is probably a better term for it. So I'm just going basically around the outer perimeter of my face with this, and I'm gonna blend it all in, you'll see. But I'm just putting this in to kind of make everything cohesive, and then I'm gonna put it like right where the light would touch, where it would naturally bronze me. And I love having both bronzers on hand because I like to set with the powder bronzer. Not yet though. That's coming. Okay, so I kind of have it there, put a little bit on my nose. I do this before contouring because when I do it after, sometimes it really wrecks my contouring. And I don't have time for that. If a contour color looks muddy, is it too dark, too light, or not appropriately applied? If it looks muddy, it is too warm. So what I mean by that is that there's going to be contour colors that are more warm, like this contour is a warm, or this bronzer is a warm bronzer. And here's my contour color here, which is a cool tone contour. I'm so cool toned, I need a cool tone contour. So this one is Astoria, and I love to take this brush here. This is just such a fantastic brush. If you can only have one brush, I recommend this one for starters. If you can have two, then this one, along with that one, because they're both fantastic. So I love taking the edge, and I already, I mean, kind of, my face is a little more round right now, but I already kind of have a natural shadow right here. And you can tell by looking at my shadow how cool toned I am, and that I need a cool toned contour. Not everybody needs a cool toned contour, but not everybody is naturally like a bronzed goddess. So I go right above, see that shadow right here? I go right above that shadow. And I just use the edge here to place it so that I can feel like both sides are even. I can see both sides really well right now. And I'm gonna blend that out in a hot minute. And then I take the full end here and go down on the underside of my jawline here, and then I go back behind the line here. So I guess that'd be considered a double chin, but don't go in front because that's just going to create more. You go right behind. And I'm just throwing this on real fast. Blending that out. I always blend out. Hi from Texas, Brianna. I always blend out my neck while I'm going, because I have forgotten to blend out my neck before so many times, and that's really embarrassing in public. And people are like, "You're dirty. What's going on?" All right, so then same thing, full side of this brush, blending it right into the hairline up here and just creating a nice halo effect. Notice I didn't blend it out on my cheeks, and I haven't completely blended it on my forehead either. So after that, then I'm going to apply some blush, and I'm going crazy right now for this new color, Summer Love. So it's kind of a satiny pink. I don't know. No, I'll just put it on. And when I'm going over my contour, that kind of helps to blend it into my contour line there. And then also, because I put my bronzer on first, my cream bronzer on first. Hi, Patsy. Oh, the contour color was Astoria, Joni. Nice for how cool toned I am. But if you're a bronze babe naturally and you don't have to go get spray tans like I do, then you might love something a lot warmer, like Stone or Olive. Okay, so that's just such a pretty natural flush. And like I said, I just kind of am blending it into my contour and then blending my contour in. Not all the way yet though. Hi, Bryn. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Thanks for saying hi. All right, so I've used these. These are my must-haves. Love this so much. Can't live without the bronzers. And I'm going to take, what am I going to do at this point? I'm going to start on my eyes now and just kind of let all of this set a little bit. Thank you so much. And that was just, I mean, fast for a pretty big contouring job. Oh, my nose. So I like to contour my nose. It's not for everybody. If I'm in a hurry, I don't do it. I definitely don't do it every single day. It's so simple with this brush. Why not? You want to use a cooler tone contour for your nose. So it doesn't look really orangey, but there's that. And then I know I look dumb right now. And then I'm going to just take a little tiny bit of that Moonlit and go right down the center. And then right up here. And I like doing that because I just feel like you don't have to, but when I'm trying to make my eyes look nice and big, sometimes I can really pull away from it. You guys, another one bites the dust. My kid bit so many holes in this one. I swear he saw me coming and started like biting as fast as he could. Okay, so I'm gonna soak this with water. I'm literally gonna still use it because I'm crazy like that. Because I don't have another one on hand right now. So I'm gonna soak it with water, and then I'm gonna take my little washcloth here and I'm going to squeeze it out. And I'm gonna use that to help set my makeup. Do not swipe with these things or you're just gonna blend all your makeup away. I'm using the one side that's still intact. Look, I can pretend that my 2-year-old isn't a perfector eating monster for a few seconds. Hi, Giovanna. Save me from these kids, girl. All right, so just a little bit more of that light color right here. And I want to show you how lots of times when we contour, you contour all the way down your nose. And it just might end up kind of making your nose protrude more. But if you put that light color on the side of your nose, you're gonna be a lot happier with much thinner lines. It doesn't make your nose protrude so much. Okay. So right down there. All right. So next, and I'm going to get back to some more blending in a minute, but right now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. And this is one of my favorite all-time looks with my favorite brush, of which I always have 2 of these goodies on hand. Watch tonight's gonna be the night I don't. Just kidding. I do have them both. They're both dirty, so that's great, but whatever. I'll just, you know, clean those up. And I'm really just talking about how to really enhance your eyes and how to really make them pop. And there's lots of really fun colors and that are in here. I mean, there's so many here. And I like I said, I'm a color freak. I am obsessed over color. I love it so much. So I kind of divided. I have like warmer, cooler. It gets cooler right here. I have my pinks in here. And these are all like my must-have shades for everything. And what I love is that I can, but I have everything from warm to cool, and in between is going to be neutral. And what I love is that I can really play up and I can have some really fun shadows, but I can also have an everyday look, and it just depends on what you're wanting to enhance. Just like what I did with my nose and what I'm going to do with my, you know, when you put on your brows or whatever, what I did with my bronzer, all that stuff. It's just contouring. So I want to bring out my eyeballs, that I want my actual eyes to look bigger. That's why I'm wearing these awesome lashes, because that's going to put that dark right there. And so I'm going to tone down and not put my like biggest color pop all over my lid, because that's kind of distracting from it a little bit. I know all the colors are must-haves. It's true. But these are, I keep switching them all out. In fact, but I really think I found like the magical ones that I can live with on my sink for now, but I'm sure I'll change. So I like to start with a neutral brown for this eye look, for this neutral eye look. Whoop, here we go. And this one is basic. It's a basic color. You could also do bird, that's a great one. And I'm just using this end of my brush, which is like a fluffy rounded, and I was gonna prime, but I don't really need to. These colors are so pigmented. And I'm just going to go right in here and I'm going to do a dramatic crease. So that means that I'm going to keep my eye open and create a false crease up a lot higher. And I'm not flicking my brush like that off my eyes, and that helps to control the flecks of eyeshadow that you can get, which is like a fallout. And then I come to the corner here and I really work it in by just doing, I'm not really moving my brush, I'm doing circles. And then I'm kind of softly blending it out almost all the way up to the eyebrow, just for this really basic tone from here to there, okay? Now I want you to look at my eyes and see how you can see that this eye already looks more closed. So that's kind of what happens when you are pulling that focus. So if you want to keep your eyes open, then you're going to keep increasing the contouring. So really simple. It's the basic color. It's called basic for a reason. And I'm going to go in on this side too and really put a lot on there. Not a lot of the eyeshadow, but like really good coverage of it, okay? And then I'm keeping this corner here sharp. Whoops. Now I'm gonna pause for a minute. Just kidding. Sorry guys, I'm kind of all over the place tonight. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, this is just picking a nice neutral brown or neutral natural tone, a neutral natural tone. And that's what I did with this brown. It's not very cool. It's not very warm. And then I'm going to come in with all over my lid. I'm going to do something a little bit lighter, which is this neutral pink here. It's called Mama. And I'm going to put that all over my lid, all the way up to the crease. And that layering of the different colors is just so, it makes all of your tones just so rich and so beautiful. And I'm blending it completely with that neutral brown. All right, so that opens up your eyes a little bit more when you don't just have such like a white thing showing right behind your lashes. So I find that layering is such a great way to just get a really rich colored eye without having to really be complicated about it. So then I'm going to do something, I'm going to do a neutral smoky eye. This purple here it has that some warmth to it, it has some coolness to it, and it's called Kin. And I'm going to come in with this one, and I'm going to go right on the edge of my brush, and I'm going to bring it down here under my eyes. And this is going to, and people are really afraid of this, and I understand why, because you feel like you're just going to have like the blackest looking eyes. But I promise you that, look at how now like it really has brought out that my eye color there. And I'm just sliding it along back and forth, and it looks so awesome. Yeah, don't forget to utilize the edge of the brush. It's a big deal. And in comparison, you can see how much bigger my eyes look from that side there. And I'm going to come in with this really dark color. This one, make sure that I quote the right one. I'm pretty sure this is Cocoa. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to come in with Cocoa and using this more concentrated edge of my brush, which you can do that for the under eye too if you want it more concentrated. I'm going to draw like an E, a weird E. I'm going to go really deep in my crease here to about, I don't know, half over. And then I'm going to come right over the lash line here in like a C shape here. And then I'm going to come down and draw it right there also. And the depth, the drama of that really pulls the eye out and makes it look nice and deep and contoured. And then I'm going to come over. So I wanted to leave it like that so you could see the difference in the eyes. I'm going to do the same thing over here now. The Kin under my eyes. I try to remember to tap it off. And again, these are eye colors that could look good on anyone. I started adding shadow under my eyes. It's changed everything in a good way. These are colors that are perfect. And look at how like closed this eye looks because I don't have that extra contour that I've done. So I agree, Andrea. It's seriously, it makes such a humongous difference. And I think we look at eyes and we think, why does my eyeshadow not look like that? Or like, what am I missing? And it is a huge step to put something so like dark and dramatic under your eyes sometimes, but it really makes a big difference. And if you're worried about it looking good for younger, you know, or for more mature, if you're worried about age group wise, it looks great on everyone. And you don't have to put such a dark color under your eyes either. You don't have to. You use the wrong color. You put your bottom lash line color on top instead of cocoa. I know, I noticed that, so I went over it with cocoa again. Thank you for picking that up. Attention to detail, girl. I was like, I just did that. But the good news is I'm going to go over it again with my bottom color one. So now what I'm going to do is called haloing. And that's where I'm going to really make my eyes look big. My eyes themselves look big, and then also like give them a lot of depth and make the whites of my eyes pop. So I'm going to take that same color, that Kin, and I'm going to go over, which I already kind of did on this side and made it messy, sorry. But I'm going to blend that out so it's not messy. And really liberally pack that on. And on the other side also, and I'm going to come above the crease, and that's going to kind of also blend out that cocoa color that I did, because I really just kind of like stuck that on. And a little bit right here. And then I'm going to go in the inner corners a little bit. In fact, I'm going to use, to not have the fault my lashes are getting in the way. This is why strip lashes or regular lashes should be done after, because getting in the way. So I'm going to do that dark color right here, the Kin, the purple color, the one I did on the under side, here and here. And I'm not going like right into the inner corner. I'm just going from a little bit into the inner corner and up to about one, like if my eyes divided into thirds, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. I'm going into this inner third, and now I'm just blending it out. And then I'm gonna come in with something that's gonna really pop. So I'm actually gonna use this color. I love this color so much. This is a illuminator. It's a powder illuminator. And this one's called Glamazing. And I'm gonna just stick it on my finger here. And I'm going to just pop it right on the ball. Yes, it's called that. I know I make really glamorous faces when I'm doing my eye makeup. And you can do that before or after you do the haloing. I prefer to do it after because I feel like I can get like a really accurate spot. And then I'm just going to come in with this brush and blend out those edges. And what that's done is kind of rounded out. So whenever I blink, you can really see that color pop. And now I'm just gonna focus on blending a little bit. I need a little more, sorry, it's hard to see sometimes in the phone. So guys, does that help you guys? Are you excited to try this out? Those are really beautiful. It's a beautiful glamorous look, or it's a nice, you can tone it down for an everyday look, but that's just kind of a nice chart for your eyes. And then I'm going to show you the power of brows, making sure that I can accomplish this in my mirror. So I'm just going to take I'm going to use Philly for this. It's a really pretty reddish brown, not too red. It's nice and dark though, for sure. So it just depends on how much drama you want in your life with your eyebrows. And this again is another just awesome way to make your eyes pop, which is why brows are so popular. Why contouring is so popular, why it's not gonna be a thing that's ever gonna go away. And so you might as well do it simply if you can. And if you have time to spend a lot of time with it, I love that. But I'm also a mom, and just look at that difference, like how much more contoured my eye looks and what difference that can do. And I know brows are a big step for a lot of people. And a place where, you know, we kind of have to work for confidence sometimes on those, and feeling like you're actually shaping them right and that they look perfect. And I know there's the saying that your brows should be sisters, not twins, but I want everything to be perfect all the time. And I had my good friend say the other day, she doesn't even think that her brows are in the same family. She thinks that one of them is definitely adopted. They definitely, or they're like stepchildren or something maybe. But finding that balance and realizing how helpful they are to your overall makeup is really awesome. All right, I'm obsessing now. I know you guys are attention to detail, some of you. Okay, never tone it down. Love it. Yes, you do need more colors. These are so great. I struggle so badly with my eyebrows. They're so non-existent. Girl, I will do a special on eyebrows, but I can't say enough about how much I love these shadows for eyebrows. It does not fall off, which is like so surprising to me because it's shadows, right? And I've tried just about every product out there, and I love these shadows for it because I can really get what I want out of like the right color, which is really hard to find. All right, what am I doing? All right, I'm gonna come in now and just touch up my makeup a little bit. I have all my brushes like thrown in, and 3 Eaten Perfectors. Oh no, here's my one perfector that's not been eaten, and I didn't even find that one yet. So this is the Best Blends Forever BBF, and I love this one for cleaning up under my eyes a little bit when I do my eye makeup second instead of first, like I probably should. Who needs rules? All right, so clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to do some, I can't decide. I'm going to use Angel. I'm obsessed over our new cream illuminator. I know I've gone over this before. This one's Angel. White cream illuminator as opposed to a powder illuminator. Cream illuminators are so much more forgiving. I love that like bam illuminated look, that really like highlight. I love it. It's so beautiful, but not for every single day. Do I want to have like the spotlight right there? And then also they just, powder illuminators show every single pore and every single imperfection, every little bump, every little lump. And I just don't love that. So I love them because they're so much more versatile. And then I'm going to come in with my powder bronzer, get a nice bunch on there on the end of this, and fluff it. And I'm going to use that to pull everything in and finish everything off. Set my contour, set my bronzer, my cream bronzer, lightly set my blush. I don't really focus on putting it too much over my blush. I already put the other stuff under my blush. And then blend everything down on my neck. Really shouldn't eat your perfectors. I just got hungry, Katie. What can I say? And then the reason why I have, anybody want some kids for like a hot minute? I'm going to use my eyeshadow brush again because I love it. And I'm going to line my lips with this color. This is Indigo. And I just love it because it's a really pretty red brown. And I don't go too perfect with my line because I like it to be sort of smudgy and more like a contour for my lips rather than like a dramatic line. And then I'm gonna put some nude over that. And I don't know, you guys, I'm kind of getting over the matte look. Starting to feel like it's time. It's time to change, to try something else. So I'm going to finish it off with some of the Summer Lab. I love that I can use everything. I use this for my cheeks, and now I'm using it for my lips. And it's just such a pretty, pretty pink color. There you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked this, that you learned. Thank you, thank you. If you loved it, please share if you want to. I'm gonna just touch this makeup under my eyes and help it set a little bit. And yeah, and if you want a color match for you, let me know. Say match me and I will do that for you. I'd love to. Send me a message if you need anything. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for coming and seeing me. I'm going to go live again on Thursday morning. And I just love it so much. So thanks so much. You guys are awesome. Have a good night.